All right, what do you want to do now?
What are my choices?
Yeah, well, you've got, we thought we might throw a Happy Time with Harry in there.
All right.
Or we could do a lengthy email from Mark Nero.
Okay.
Or we could do a CD review of...
I want to do that. That's what I want to do. I know what it is.
Okay.
I definitely want to address, because I don't want to forget this and address this.
All right. Well, let me set this up.
Go right ahead.
There's a singer, which I've actually had on the Classic Metal Show about, I want to say 6 years ago.
Right. And we like this guy.
Yeah, and I don't have any problem with him. I know him personally. Mm-hmm. He's a friend of Dawn's.
Right.
He toured with Dawn when, speaking of Queensryche, he toured with Dawn when Dawn did the acoustic opening for the Queensryche Operation Mindcrime 2, I think it was.
Right.
And this was back in 2007, 2008. Kelly Keeling, who's a vocalist, he's sort of like a session guy more than anything else. He had a solo release, which we debuted here on the show. I think this was back in 2005.
Right, it's been a long time.
It's been a while. Then he sang with Baton-Rouge. Mm-hmm. And I think he did Blue Murder. He was on the second Blue Murder release as a vocalist.
Right.
And I think he did King Cobra after Mark Free left.
Right, when Mark lost his penis.
Right.
Right.
And so, this guy's been around a while, but he's not like a household name.
Not even close.
It's not like you would go, oh, yeah, Kelly Keeling, that guy.
Right.
It would never happen.
Never.
So, for some reason, and both Chris and I can't even figure this out.
No, we can't.
There is a tribute record called Tune In to the Mind.
Tune into Mind Radio.
A tribute to multi-talented vocalist Kelly Keeling. Are you kidding me?
A tribute to Kelly Keeling.
A tribute to Kelly Keeling. Unbelievable.
And I'm holding the disc right here in my hand. It's actually a disc.
Yeah. So, for some reason, somebody thought, we need to pay tribute to Kelly Keeling.
Yes.
And I don't understand why.
There's an audience for that Kelly Keeling tribute.
Yeah. Well,
who thought that?
It doesn't make any sense.
No sense at all.
This guy isn't a Robert Plant or who's that lead singer for the Who? I'm thinking
Roger Daltrey.
Roger Daltrey. He's not a Roger Daltrey or even a Mick Jagger or
what he is? He's a Sheldon Tarsha.
Yeah, he is.
That's what he is.
And that's not to say he's bad or anything. It's just like this guy doesn't. What has this guy done to warrant a tribute to him? I mean, he's not even a Janie Lane. Speaking of warrant,
and here's the thought though. I get it that if he's a session guy, a lot of people probably like him out there in L.A. that have worked with him.
Sure,
but that doesn't mean that there's an audience that wants a tribute record to Kelly Keeling.
Right.
There's no audience for Kelly Keeling tribute. I guarantee you, other than you and I saying the name Kelly Keeling tonight, there's not another radio station on this planet that is mentioning Kelly Keeling tonight.
No, not at all.
Not one on the entire planet.
Why would they?
Why? Yeah, because Kelly Keeling is not a name that anybody ever references.
Right.
Come on.
I mean, the guy's a good singer.
Certainly is.
I mean, but does he warrant a tribute record?
No, he doesn't.
I mean, can you name a Kelly Keeling song?
No.
That's my point.
No, I can't name a song he did with Blue Murder or King Cobra or Baton Rouge.
Right.
No, I can't. I certainly don't know these songs. Here, which one of these songs can you sing one line of? You ready? Perfect Day.
Don't know it.
In and Out of Time.
Don't know it.
Rising of the Snake.
Nope.
Free.
Nope.
Morning Song.
No.
Or how about Hombre Salve, I guess. Salvaje.
No, don't know it.
So those are the 6 that are on this tribute to Kelly Keeling.
I know the title. What was that? Rising of the Snake?
Yeah, Rising of the Snake.
I think that was on his solo record. What was it? Something to the Eye?
I don't know.
It's something that meets the eye, more than meets the eye. I think that was the name of the record or something.
Okay.
But this is the only Kelly Keeling song that I even know.
Right.
This one here. Do you know it at all?
No, I don't know that song. It's not bad.
Yeah.
I hate it, but I don't know it.
That was Baton Rouge.
I don't know that song.
That was their big MTV hit.
Baton Rouge is what? A third-tier Slaughter?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I mean, they're definitely 2 tiers below Slaughter.
Right?
I mean, sounds good. They're right there with like Spread Eagle.
Right. Same vein. They're right in there with Kick Tracy and
Right, all those bands that went nowhere. Alias.
Yeah, right at the very end of the 80s, very early part of the 90s.
Right. They're one of those bands that made it really easy for Kurt Cobain.
Sure.
I mean, that's really what they are.
And that was the end of it.
Yeah, it was over. Yeah, well, now we have a tribute to Kelly Keeling.
Who put this out?
That would be Surgeland Records.
Surgeland?
Yes.
Okay.
And the name of the publicity company is Surge Entertainment Group. And the publicist's name is Sandy Surge. Are you starting to see a pattern here?
Oh, my God. Really?
Sandy Surge of Surge Entertainment Group put out this record that's on Surgeland Records.
Wow. Boy, she really must have believed in this.
Or just has a lot of money to kill.
Apparently.
Maybe needed a write-off.
Wow.
Would you like to hear the promotional stuff?
Sure. Hit me.
Maybe after I read this to you, you'll have interest. And the audience as well will have interest in picking up this tribute to Kelly. You think?
You never know. You might turn on some fans to Kelly Keeling's music.
All right, so fans, listen up. Surgeland Records, a division of the Surge Entertainment Group, LLC, is set to release the Kelly Keeling tribute CD, Tune Into Mind Radio. The CD contains 5 songs written by Keeling, with renditions inspired by musicians who have known Keeling or have been touched by his talent. It also contains a new song written and performed by guitarist Dominic Gaudius, Gaudious, Dominic Gaudius, who was inspired by Keeling. Tune Into Mind Radio is a very eclectic CD with everything from power metal to alt rock to classic rock to new age and world music, explains Sandy Surge, executive producer. Wow, Sandy Surge is everywhere. I basically asked the involved musicians to do whatever they wanted with the songs they chose, and they achieved some amazing results. The first single, released last October, is a modernized version of the melodic rock song Perfect Day, which formerly appeared on Carmine Appice's Guitar Zeus projects and also on Keeling's solo CD, Giving Sight to the Eye. The song was performed by Carmine Appice and friends and introduces musician Anthony Zsler, Anthony Zler, who arranged, mixed, and mastered the tune, played acoustic guitar, and performed lead and background vocals. Legendary drum icon Carmine Appice, a co-writer of the song, played drums and percussion along with Tony Franklin of Blue Murder, The Firm, and Kenny Wayne Shepherd on bass.
Wow.
That's pretty big stuff there.
It is.
Charlie Gilbert played lead guitar. The track was written by Keeling, Appice, and Franklin. Now, here's some good news. Also on board for the project is Marty Paris. That's the name you were asking me for?
Yeah. Paris, Keeling Paris.
Yeah. Also on board for the project is Marty Paris, who played a major part in the Paris Keeling project.
Yeah, because that was huge. It sold millions.
Millions.
But they had the featured Dawn as the lead vocalist.
Right, exactly. Surgeland Records released the CD End of Ride Revisited by Paris Keeling in 2009, which featured songs co-produced and co-written by Paris. He produced 2 tracks on Tune Into Mind Radio, Rise of the Snake and Free, and also played guitars on Free. And then it goes on to talk about who the musicians are. Would you like me to read you some names of the musicians that played on this so that you can really feel the power of this record?
Well, I need to know who's involved.
Well, I'm sure that after I read you these names, you still won't know who's involved. You ready?
Go ahead.
All vocals, Park Sipes.
I wish I had your cricket noise.
Park Sipes? You don't know Park Sipes?
No.
Me either. All guitars? Park Sipes. Would you like to take a guess who plays the synthesizer on the entire thing?
Well, being synthesizers or keyboards, I'm thinking that Park Sipes does keyboards too. No, that was Brian Sipe, who played quarterback in the 70s Evil Batman.
Not Park Sipes.
That was Brian Sipe in the Cardiac Kids.
Right. Well, here's a name you might know. On bass, Mike Qualls. Do you know Mike Qualls?
No.
No? On drums, Dallas Holder. You know who did for the song "Rising of the Snake," which is the ones that I'm singing or I'm reading from here. Would you like to guess who did all the arrangements for this one?
Derek Sherinian.
No, Park Sipes. And of course, this was mixed by Marty Paris.
Okay.
All right, let's move on to the song "Free." Free was performed by Marty Paris and Friends / Barbarian Way. Barbarian Way?
What?
Yeah, I know. On lead vocal, here's a name that everybody should know. Steve Goatley. Not familiar with Steve Goatley?
No.
Well, then on acoustic 6-string, who might it be? Steve Goatley. Acoustic 12-string, Marty Paris, who we do know.
Yeah,
barely. I would
actually
imagine outside of this show, nobody knows who Marty Paris is.
We had him on the show.
Yeah, we know him. Acoustic lead, Marty Paris. Hey, here's a name we all know. You know who played bass on this one?
Jeff Pilson?
Park Sipes. Okay, here's what. Now, if you missed this, you're not paying attention.
Okay.
On synthesizer,
Park Sipes? Nice.
And it was arranged by Steve Goatley. Holy smokes.
Wow.
And then it goes on and on. Morning Song. Oh, here's a good one. You might know this guy. Morning Song is performed by Jeffrey Michael. All instruments performed and recorded by Jeffrey Michael. Ugh. Is anybody inspired to buy this record yet?
No.
Maybe I need to read to you what they've got to say about songwriter Kelly Keeling.
Okay.
Would that help?
Hey, this is Carrie Kelly from Alice Cooper, and you are listening to...
Whoops.
Carrie Kelly?
Sorry.
This is Kelly Keeling. You listen to my good friend Neeley on the Classic Metal Show.
There we go.
You think he's still going to be your good friend if he hears this?
Go ahead.
If ever there was a powerful rock vocalist that has gone through so many incarnations and evolutions, it is Kelly Keeling. From his days with Baton Rouge and on to the band Blue Murder. That's a sentence.
Hey, didn't he sing with that other band that we had on the show? They were only like a one and done CD too. I'm trying to think of the name of that band.
The Demon Angels or something?
Yeah, something like that.
No, I think that was Robin McCauley.
No. Go ahead. Read the press review. I'm going to look in my CDs here.
Well, that was the sentence. From his days with Baton Rouge and on to the band Blue Murder, period. All right.
That's it?
That's a period. And then it starts a new sentence with a capital T. To writing, singing, and performing with guitarists John Norum of Europe and Michael Schenker, period. Then joining forces with Carmine Appice, or is he a piece? I don't remember. He's a piece, right?
Yeah, he's a piece.
Then joining forces with Carmine Appice's guitar Zeus and vocalizing with some of the most renowned guitarists in the world like Yngwie Malmsteen and Vivian Campbell, period. The next incarnation included the Deep Purple-sounding band Heaven and Earth and singing for prog keyboardist Eric Norlander, period. Mascot Records released Keeling's first solo project in 2005, and he later became a vocalist for the Trans-Siberian Orchestra.
Wasn't he with the Screaming Lords?
He might have been. I don't remember.
I think I'm going to look in the Screaming Lords CD and see if he's there. Go ahead.
Where was I here? In 2008, Surgeland Records released End of the Ride Revisited by Paris Keeling, a reissued project on which Keeling worked with guitar-songwriter Marty Paris. Kelly Keeling is a Louisiana-born multi-instrumentalist and has been the principal songwriter in every band he has ever been in. He is always in demand as a songwriter, vocalist, producer, and guitarist. For more information, blah, blah, blah. That's it.
Okay.
So does anybody want this one? You want to hear some?
Well, I have some, yeah.
Let's hear some of this. I want to hear some of this Kelly Keeling.
I was still looking to see if Kelly did this Screaming Lords CD, because something rings a bell with that.
Ugh, doesn't even ring a bell to me. Didn't we know the guitar player or something?
We had him on the show.
Yeah.
All right, well, this is what I'm going to do.
All right.
Before I play the song called Rising of the Snakes,
okay,
I'm going to play Kelly doing the original version.
All right, that sounds good.
And then we'll go with the tribute version.
All right, that sounds really good.
Because we needed it.
Yes.
Here's Kelly's original version off of, what was the name of the CD?
Was it
something about
And the Bride Revisited?
No, it's Giving Sight to the Eye.
Yeah, something like that,
That's the name of Kelly's CD, which we had Kelly on the show for this.
Right.
Back 6 or 7 years ago.
And again, we don't hate Kelly Keeling.
This has nothing to do with liking or hating Kelly Keeling. This is just the ridiculousness of a tribute CD to somebody who you would...
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows. All right, so here's Kelly doing Rising of the Snakes, originally released on Giving Sight to the Eye. I'm sure you got a good feel for this.
Yeah, it's great.
All right, from Park Sipes and Friends.
Oh boy, this is putting me asleep. I mean, this is great.
This is the tribute to Kelly Keeling doing Rising of the Snakes.
All right. Yeah, that was something.
They slowed it down like four. They slowed it down, and then they got our good friend from Tough to sing that.
That's right. Yeah, Stevie.
Sounds like Stevie singing that song, doesn't it?
See, I just thought maybe it was a lost track on the Loverboy reissue.
Right, and I was right. The band that we had on the show, the Screaming Lords, featured Kelly Keeling as their vocalist. Wow. Yep.
How about that?
Yep.
So maybe those other guys from Screaming Lords bought this disc.
Who knows? All right. Well, that's exciting.
Yeah, that's something.
I'm glad. Glad you brought this to my attention.
Yeah, it's really good.
Wow. I'm glad somebody paid tribute to somebody who was worthy of a tribute.
Oh, I know. That's really good, man. I can't wait till the Sheldon Tarsha tribute album comes next.
Right. Well, would you like to hear Kelly singing the original version of Perfect Day?
Not especially, but okay.
Since we're on the subject.
Yeah, since we're on the subject, might as well. But if you really want the honest truth, no.
Okay, well, let's listen to the original version, then we'll listen to the tribute version.
All right, that sounds good.
So here's Kelly Keeling from his Giving Sight to the Eye singing a song called A Perfect Day. And then we'll hear the tribute.
It's cold outside, I love it, just to feel the sunrise upon your face, nothing but good inside my heart by the sea. It's only for a short while, that's how it's gonna be. Everybody I've seen knows need a little space to find time to find what it really means to lay your soul on mine. Lord, He knows, and I know I've got faith.
So before you play the other version, would you mind making a quick call to Chantel and have her swing by this way to wake me up by the time you're done playing this verse? Holy smokes, I almost fell asleep during that part.
Okay, so that was like a wannabe Beatles tune.
Yeah, very wannabe.
A very wannabe Beatles tune, and here we are paying tribute to it. Here's the tribute to Kelly Keeling featuring Carmine Appice and friends.
Great.
Playing Perfect Day.
Awesome.
And I love it. Feel the sunrise upon your face. Nothing but good inside at my home here by the sea. And it's only for a short while, I guess that's how it's gotta be. 'Cause everybody that seems to know us need a little space to find time to find what it really means to let your soul unwind. But Lord, He knows, and I know I've got faith. It's such a perfect day, perfect day.
I got to say, I like that version better.
I do like that version better because it sounds like Donnie V singing that.
Donnie V, it sounds like Matchbox 20.
Nice. Hail and Kill Caller, you're on the air.
I think even What's Your Favorite Color with Mark Nero would be more exciting than this. I think even a Joe Lynn Turner side project would be more exciting than this.
Right.
Jeez.
What is Kelly Keeling? He's like the double A, Joe Lynn Turner.
Yeah. It's just
Yeah, I'm making a lot of punchlines about Joe Lynn Turner. Fuck that guy.
I happen to like Joe Lynn
like
Turner.
Joe.
He's been very awesome to me personally.
Well, that's good on you, but you notice when you see Malmsteen and Schenker and all these other egomaniac guitarists, they always have the same crop of journeyman singers and musicians around them. They just float from one egomaniac to the next.
Yeah.
Are you making reference that Joe Lynn Turner is an egomaniac?
No, he's a magnet for egomaniacs. That's all.
Really?
Well, look at the guys he's worked with: Blackmore, Malmsteen.
Well, there might be something
What?
to that.
You make a point.
Okay, now compare him to another one of these floating singers. Ripper Owens, he's worked for John Schaefer. Also, Malmsteen.
He also worked with Priest, and those guys are anything but egomaniacs.
Okay, that's true. An exception to every rule.
And then he's done everything pretty much on his own.
True. Okay. Okay, Ripper's not necessarily fair. All right. I'll grant you that one.
Yeah, there's going to be a turd in the crowd now and again.
Sure.
But Joe Lynn Turner...
Anybody that ever sang for Rainbow or Malmsteen or Schenker, he floats from one dictator tyrant to the next.
Right. Well, there is some truth to that now that you bring it up. Very observant.
Thank you. I like to think I could do a few things without Tate telling me.
Nice. Dictate to you.
Tate the taint.
Dictate to you.
Yeah. So there. Continue, if you must.
All right. Hail and kill.
Fuck you, pal.
All right. So, anyway, there you go. That's all the Kelly Keeling I'm going to bring you tonight.
That's more than enough.
More than enough.
Yeah.
So, tribute. I guess if you dug... Now, who's promoting this or who's putting this out again?
Oh, well, that, of course, would be Sandy Surge of the Surge Entertainment Group on behalf of Surgeland Records. And the executive producer is Sandy Surge.
Well, I guess you would have to find out if there's, some kind of a relationship there.
It's very clear to me that Kelly Keeling likes that pussy. Jesus.
Apparently, that's what I'm kind of driving at.
Yeah. Well, I'll be a little more direct than you. He's definitely hitting that.
No, you got to wonder because she's probably one of those people just like, Kelly, you're just so wonderful and awesome and, you should be tributized somehow. In fact, I'm going to take some of my hard-earned money that I got from my last divorce and I'm going to put it into releasing a record.
Right.
That tributizes you because you deserve it.
Yeah. Well, the only fairness thing that I will give with the Surge Entertainment Group is I've actually been working with them for a lot of years.
Oh, a lot of years?
Like probably 10 or more.
Really? I never even heard of them, but go ahead.
It's not something that's new, the Surge Entertainment Group. It's not something that was formed to put out this tribute record.
Now, is it Surge or is it pronounced like on Beverly Hills Cop, Sergey?
Might be Sergey. I don't know. Serge.
Sergey.
Is that Sergey?
It's something like that. Just remember Surge.
Well, it looks like Surge to me.
Okay, go ahead.
But no, they've actually been a publicity company doing publicity for bands for at least 10 years.
All right.
So I'm familiar with Sandy but I don't know. There's a lot of Surge or Sergeys written on this disc and the ins and outs of this.
Fantastic. Wow. Well,
so there it is.
Well, good for Kelly. I think I'm going to send that over to your boss and my friend, Mr. Don, and I'm going to ask him, do you believe Kelly needs to have a tribute released?
Knowing Don, he'll have some story. There's no question about that about Kelly.
Sure.
We've heard some stories that we cannot repeat.
Yeah. There's I would love to tell this one story.
I would love to tell a lot of the stories Don has told me about Kelly, but nope.
Kelly's a wild guy.
Kelly is what rock stars like to call ambitious.
Especially when you miss the bus and you have to beg for.
Don't tell any stories, dude. You're gonna get us in trouble. Do not tell those stories because they're easily traced back to the source.
Sure.
Let's not tell any stories.
Right.
Not on that because I think some of that would probably end up libelous.
I know.
I know what you're about to tell. Don't tell that.
Okay. It's so funny.
It's one time I'm going to be responsible on this stupid show.
Not you. No way.
It's shocking, right?
Wow.
If you want to tell those stories, you should tell me to start drinking earlier.
Right. So funny.
It is.
All right, well, I won't tell the story then.
Yeah. The fans just gonna have to imagine for themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Hey, I'm like out. I don't know where I'm at, and I don't have any money. Send me a bus ticket.
You please say allegedly at least.
Oh, allegedly, right. Sorry.
We weren't there.
Right.
I don't know that story's true.
Right. Right about that.
No, we've heard it from more than one person.
Sure.
We don't know it's true. It's alleged.
It's all alleged. Nice. All right, well, whatever.
Yeah.
Well, good for him.
Yeah. Way to go, Kelly.
All right, well, I need to go use the boys' room. I need another refill on my drink.
Yeah, me too. I need a new beer.
Then we're going to come back and we're going to do some happy time.
All right, sounds good.
So, being that we're talking about Kelly Keeling,
yeah,
he accompanied our good friend Don.
Okay.
And did the acoustic tour opening for our good friend Jeff Tate, who's currently hanging out at Doghouse's house.
Right.
And this is Don with Kelly Keeling backup and guitar.
Okay.
Doing It's Not Love acoustic.
Oh, sounds good.
All right, we're going to do this, come back, and we're going to do some happy time.
Awesome.
It's Dockin' exclusively here
on your classic metal show.